They're not only going to give you back this beautiful smile, but they're going to give you back your confidence, your self-esteem. It's a free consultation, so you can just start the ball rolling and have that conversation, and it could change your life. This is what Clear Choice did for me. They gave me my teeth back, but not only that, they gave me my life back. I am so thankful for Clear Choice that they care enough about me to feel like I do. And I just wish you all.
What up, TMI? What's up, Rav? Just chilling in the truck stop. Over here in Nebraska, Midwest. Nah, too early for ice cream. Maybe later from Denny's. I got a Denny's in here. I guess I'm gonna go there. Today's been nowhere, and there's nothing close by. That's how the Midwest is. There's like everything is kind of just, open and not too much going on. Denny's is all right once in a while. I mean, I always prefer to eat something different, but powdered egg time? Nah, that's in the hotel. I had some at the other day. I stood in a hotel and I had some of those eggs, and they were overcooked. They didn't have no boiled eggs. I was like, dang. It's been a while. I mean, the waffle was good. At least they had some potatoes. They were okay. I mean, it wasn't included. The company paid for the hotel, so I can't complain. I tried lowering that TV. I don't know how the remote feels like it doesn't have batteries in it.
And you're sitting and not doing anything about it, the only thing that is happening is that it's getting worse.
There are over 120 diseases in the body that can be linked to dental inflammation.
May I get a courtesy check on the men's and women's restrooms, please?
Can't find the buttons.
Welcome, professional drivers. As a courtesy to other drivers, please pull forward from the diesel island when you are finished fueling.
Barrier that
Thank
exists
you.
between here and the rest of this. And there's an amount of energy that your body devotes trying to fight that.
There's absolutely a link of what happens in your mouth to the rest of your body. So
What up,
when you
PNC?
have disease in your mouth, that's basically communicating to the rest of your body that your mouth is unhealthy and it's going to impact your overall health.
My health issues was type 2
I don't know how to
diabetes.
work this damn
Because I couldn't eat
TV.
healthy. I couldn't
Getting
eat
on my nerves.
I was diagnosed with cancer. The chemo came with like my teeth just
I don't know if I ever been leader.
sometimes it's throbbing.
It reminds me of my mom. Be a follower, don't be a leader. I told that to my daughter not too long ago.
Preventing those conditions.
But it's like, you know what? When the older people used to tell me that when I was a kid, I understood it, but I feel like they need to give more detail.
Reduce the severity of current medical issues and decrease the likelihood
You know what I mean?
that more diseases will progress.
Like sometimes things need to be explained more, in depth.
There's a lot of reasons a patient would want to get their teeth.
Another one, my mom used to always tell me,
They want to eat
if
or
there's a
chew
will,
better.
there's a
It
way.
could be that they want to get
And then
out
she used to always say,
or they want to have a better overall quality
easy
of
does
life.
it.
But when I
Just
go
little
and I listen
simple,
to these things my patients are telling
I
me,
guess, positive
I absolutely
affirmations
wanna address
growing
all of
up.
those things. But at my core, I'm a healthcare provider. So I
She
can't
don't
just
say them
be
much no more. Maybe she feels since I'm grown, she doesn't have to say them no more.
What I do see is that my
But there were some good
patients
ones,
come
you
in
know?
after having done this treatment, and they say, I feel so much better now that the disease is out of my mouth. I am excited to get up and start the day, and I just feel like I'm a completely different person. I'm healthier, which I know these things were really connected, but I'm actually happy and healthy for the first time since I can remember.
So every reveal is special and unique in its own way because every person is unique and special in their own way.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it, PMC.
I was just in awe, and I knew that moment. Like my life.
Oh, I found the song the other day, PMC. The song I was talking about is called Mi Burrito Sabanero. Mi Burrito Sabanero. I think you know that song, PMC. I think it has like I think it's like a Christmas song. I posted that joint on my TikTok. I uploaded a photo with my mom with that song playing. I actually went on YouTube, and I found the song with the words. So I thought, and I'm gonna use that song to learn more words because there's a lot of words in that song I don't learn. So that's gonna be like one of my new techniques to learn new words in Spanish. I wonder where it originates from. It's like a Mexican, Puerto Rican, you know what I mean? Like whoever came up with that song, I wonder what country they're from. Nah, that song got a nice, it's a good song though. It's got a nice beat, nice message.
Such a beautiful smile.
Oh my God, all these people crying on this commercial. That interview that I watched with Wallow, he was talking about when he was locked up, he did 20 years, and he used to love watching commercials. He said that he used to like flick through the channels all day, and the people were like, yo, how come you never leave it on one channel? He was like, man, I'm just looking for commercials. I like commercials. So he studied marketing through commercials, and in prison, he learned how to work it. And then when he got out of prison, he was already like ahead of the game, and that's how he basically got put on. Yeah, Wallow's a bright dude. You could tell he was one of those guys that used that time wisely in prison, you know what I mean? Reading and studying, and came out a better man. He said some people, go to college and they end up in debt. He said, I basically paid for college with my life. But I think it depends. I think they changed a lot, though. In prison, I don't know if they let people get their degrees anymore. Maybe it depends where you're at. But yeah, after watching that interview, I definitely have more respect for Wallow, hearing his story. Oh, yeah, that's how you see them? He's a little wild, he's like annoying, right? He got that annoying voice, I think, too. He's like a mixed bag, but I could relate.
And for a lot of our patients, it's one of the biggest decisions that they'll make. But little do they know that it's also one of the most impactful decisions that they'll make in terms of the benefit that will give them and the transformation that will allow by doing that.
This was important to
Yeah.
me because I spent so much time in my life hiding.
I think that was you talking about that yesterday on your live stream.
That would just be permanent. That would look
You said when
natural.
Nori's on the other side of the table getting interviewed and he's sober, he's much better. You said somebody had a podcast. I don't know who you were talking about. Quale or some, he has like a name. It doesn't ring a bell.
Claire Joyce was to me. And so thank you very much for that.
We love what we do. That's why we're here. It's nothing to feel bad about. Just come in and see us.
If you're sitting at home dealing with dental pain, if you're sitting at home not happy with your smile, if it's holding you back, come see us. We're here and we're here to help. There's a solution.
Yeah, I'm not even sure who that is. If he's like from a group, OG rapper, I'm not sure.
And I'm forever grateful.
You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, that's how it is with most people.
Consultation and
Alcohol.
allowing the experts to tell you
I'm so glad I don't drink anymore. Some people could drink responsibly, but
and where we can get you to.
If you want good
it's like one of the best.
that will improve
Becoming a trucker and getting sober are like two of the best decisions I ever made in my life.
and that choice should be clear.
And them combined together literally like changed my life.
Without a doubt, there would be no other place to go. Whatever you're going through, whatever the dentists have told you, there is hope out there. There is help at Clear Choice.
Where did Rav go? Rev disappeared.
My physical health is better. My eating is better. I can eat things like a normal person again instead of just worrying about what it's going to do to my teeth.
The biggest change in my overall
Yeah, they got the war report.
I think is
Oh, what's up, Rev? They got the war report number 2. I just found it like last year. It's pretty cool.
Get you an appointment made with Clear Choice.
What you doing today, Rev? I think that you don't work, right?
Because I wouldn't smile and now I smile all the time. I feel like Clear Choice gave me my life back. It definitely.
Yeah, you never heard the war report too, PMC?
Clear Choice.
They gave me my teeth. Not only that, they gave me my life back.
Yeah, no reason smart dude. He does a lot of exercise. He does a lot of running and shit too. So I respect that he drinks, but he still like takes care of his health. You know,
a gray smell.
that man be running marathons and shit.
Clear Choice.
And I'm surprised that you gotta be. Some people are built different. You know what I mean? Energy wise. Like when I used to drink, the gym was out the question. I used to mess up my diet. That's how I was able to lose a little weight too. Because I when I stopped drinking, you know, I was able to get focused.
Perfect gift. You'll find Ford Explorer and the new Explorer Trimmer. Expedition with the Ford Split Gate. And they're all available with Ford Blue Cruise technology. That's hands-free highway.
Oh yeah, you had how many days off you had?
This gift is the one you give yourself.
It's 0% limited term financing with 0 down and no payments.
Shit, I can't run that far. Maybe one day. Anything's possible. I've been doing good with the exercise though.
Concerned with foreclosure? Did you inherit a home that you just don't know what to do with? Hi, this is Michael with Launch Home Buyers, and we're your local cash home buyers, making it easy to sell your house. Whatever the reason you need to sell, we can help. And with no repairs, no inspections, no fees, and no hassle. We are cash home buyers, which means no banks, no realtors, and we can close on your timeline. If you're even thinking about selling your home, give me a call today for a free cash offer. Call 402-CASH-HOME.
It's early mornings and late nights. New uniforms and old traditions. From the field to the stands, it's what we do.
Oh wow, 9 days. That sounds relaxing.
Weekdays on KMTV 3 News Now.
13.
Oh, you want to get testy today?
Don't make me say it again.
Don't make her come into your pod.
A lot of days off are good, but sometimes you get bored and then you want to go back to work.
News from your neighborhood on KMTV 3 News Now.
But when I go home, I basically have like a part-time job that I do, so it keeps me busy. Yeah, I gotta keep busy myself. I don't know how people could just like lay around all day and do nothing. My body starts aching if I lay down too much.
Hello and welcome
Yeah.
to this exhibition of the
I just hit my
Retirement
2-year
Compass, the
anniversary
show
in
successfully
October with this
to
company.
and through your retirement. I'm your host, Kristen
I think
Oakley, and
next
joining
year
me
in
the
October
studio is Tim
2026,
O'Connell. He is the
I'm gonna
co-founder
apply
of
again for that
Stonebridge
other
Wealth
company.
Systems, and partner Jeremy Gove. We've got a great show for you today. We are going to pick up on our discussion regarding the One Big Beautiful Bill.
Yeah, that's
This
how
is
it should
part
be,
2 of
PMC.
a
There's too
two-part
much to
series
do
where
to
we are
keep busy.
unpacking for you some of the most crucial updates and most importantly what that means for you and could mean for you and your retirement. So Tim, Jeremy, I know
YouTube helps.
we got through a lot last week. We got a lot more to get through this week, but these are questions you are getting folks, right?
We absolutely are, and you know.
But this weather doesn't help.
On the show, you may want to sit down and have some Advil handy. You're talking about taxes.
In the winter up north, taking walks becomes kind of dreadful.
We have this information be shared with the folks in the public so they can make wise decisions.
For sure, and really, I think that's people just want you to help them understand and translate what this
yeah.
means for them in a personal way. But we can keep it high level on this show.
Yeah,
but
TikTok
really,
is fun.
The magic happens when you are sitting one-on-one with someone in your office, right?
The goal is just to help people make educated decisions. That's really what it's all about.
Yeah.
So
I be on there, you know. I listen to good stuff and I listen to funny stuff.
If they have the right information.
All right. Well, as I mentioned today,
just for, you know, fun and jokes.
On the one big beautiful bill and some of the
There's a lot of good messages and positive information on TikTok. A lot of people,
don't worry, you can
like when I first got on TikTok, I thought it was all about just like pranks and stuff like that. I asked this girl the other day if she has TikTok. She was like, no, I don't want to go in there and be dancing and stuff. I'm like, you don't got to dance. So a lot of people think it's just geared, you know, just mainly for like, you know, dancing and trends and stuff like that.
I'll start with you. Where do you want to pick up? Because I know that you were doing such a great job sharing an analogy at the end, and we're going to bring that back up and have more time for it. But where do you want to pick up on this part two conversation?
Yeah, let's kind of quick recap what we covered in part one.
Yeah, I bet, right?
Into part two. So we can pull up the key provisions on the One Big Beautiful Bill Act. So there's 12 of them. And we said,
yeah, exactly, PMC.
What we think are the most important, the 6 that everybody really needs to know about.
That's what I'm going to start doing on some of these social media apps. Like that one I want to get on and kind of just like focus. I don't have to connect with other people.
Does that sound accurate so far?
Like right now I'm not on Facebook or Messenger, and I'm pretty sure there's people like kind of wondering where I'm at. I was going to tell people, I was going to put a post that I'm taking a break, but I'm like, there's no need to explain. You know what I mean? Let people think what they want. I don't know what people think. A lot of people think that I'm just ignoring them, that I be in the bushes. Sometimes I be in the bushes. I don't lie. I admit it. But I'm not in the bushes all the time. Like right now, I just delete the whole app and Messenger. Facebook is just too, like I said last time, it's too personal. Too many friends and family from my neighborhood, and I was just, it's like, it's too much emotions involved, you know what I mean? Like TikTok and YouTube is mainly like strangers, you know what I mean? I don't want to call y'all strangers, but I just feel like, you know, I can kind of just, you know, judgment free, kind of just like, we got our own little world, you know?
Yeah, so it stands for state and local tax. So
like I don't even be telling my peoples about YouTube no more. I used to. Be telling people, and I tell them don't tell people, then tell other people. It's like people don't listen.
And so, in order to claim that, to use the salt tax deduction, you would have to itemize your taxes, and that requires you to fill out a Schedule A. That requires you to
Exactly.
keep track of all your expenses.
Yeah, for sure.
Welcome, professional drivers. As a courtesy to other drivers, please pull forward from the diesel islands when you finish fueling. Thank you.
Expenses that go on the Schedule A are things like medical expenses.
Should be so loud.
State income tax, property taxes, mortgages, and charitable contributions. And so all of those things are part of that. And so the change that we're talking about, like, it was capped at $10,000. So if I were to itemize today, or let's say I had $50,000 in deductions, because on my schedule I would have had $50,000 worth of expenses, I can only deduct $10,000. So most people wouldn't use that; they would just go back to the standard deduction. And so what happens with this bill is they lift the cap from $10,000 up to $40,000.
That's significant.
That's significant. Yes, absolutely.
Like Fluffy, I see him every so often, bro. He don't be on here like that much anymore. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
We did talk about how the standard
That's good. He got other things he's focused on.
$700 for a couple age 65 plus, but do you believe that the salt cap could lead to more taxpayers now filing a Schedule A?
Yeah, I think so. And again, every situation is different, unique, but just if you kind of use this example, if I own a home, the median house price range, according to Zillow, is $420,000 in the United States. So we just use that number.
Before I used to get overwhelmed with YouTube because I felt like I used to kind of feel like
If you live in other counties in Nebraska, it might be a little bit less.
kind of like compelled, you know, like people would connect with me, and I used to feel like it was a lot of pressure. Now I just learned, I just be ignoring people.
The state's taxing me at $12,000.
I don't be trying to be rude, but I come on, all right, no problem, PMC. When I go to people's live streams, I'm just there for the host mainly, you know what I mean? Sometimes I say hi to other people, but they go to my channel and try to connect. Maybe she's saying that she can't listen right now. That might be what she means.
A benefit to utilizing that, and now you
Yeah, so now I feel like, it's not as much pressure on YouTube.
So yeah, so that can.
No, justify potentially doing.
I guess that's just being around so long and just getting older.
I was gonna say, I mean, you need to do that. So
Gotta say yes to me and no to them. So that means if I'm in more peace, connecting with less people, that's what I'm gonna do.
$50,000 because I give 20,000 to charity. That's really not that good, right? Because if you're 65 plus, your standard deduction starting this year is $46,700. If your adjusted gross income, modified adjusted gross income, is $150,000 less. So you get
Oh, that's weird.
$1,000 and you're getting a benefit of $3,300, something like that. That's really not that good of a deal.
Right.
You'd still be better off using some other techniques that we can talk about. We talk about QCDs, qualified charitable distributions, and say, you know what, I'm going to get all 20,000 out of that account tax-free using a different section of the code. So most people don't use, they use such a small portion of code, and then I'll still utilize the standard deduction. Now, if you're in a high tax state with high property taxes and high income taxes, which I think we're familiar right now, so like Jeremy said, that maybe you don't give that much charity. Maybe filing and you could add it up to $55,000-$60,000. Yeah, it probably does make sense to file. Definitely in that situation would make sense. But there's other phase ups that we'll have to talk about as well.
Right. Well, I want to make sure we have enough time for you to expand on an analogy that you started talking about last week, because we kind of ran out of time. We were doing a part two. Go ahead and walk us through the takeaway and what the main illustration is for our viewers to understand.
Yeah, because you can see all of the pitfalls right now. I mean, essentially what the government has done in the last few years between Secure Act 1.0, Secure Act 2.0, and now with the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, is they created an environment where your retirement accounts, you're doing what you're told to do. In 1974, ERISA rolls around, they say, hey, you're going to have this account you can put money into to supplement your pensions, and then those went away. They've turned those accounts into growing building, taking tax timelines. And so you need a guide who will hold the lamp, light the path for your feet to avoid some of these pitfalls that stands between you and the retirement that you're desiring. And so I just likened it to, a journey out on the open ocean. Maybe you're on a cruise and you're going across the ocean from Florida to Barcelona, one-way cruise. A lot of people think, oh, it's scary out on the open ocean, but you really don't have near as many hazards to try to navigate around, right? There's sunken ships out there. It's really, really deep,
Right.
And so you're spending your time with slot machines, because you're out in international waters, or by the pool drinking your mojitos. It's not until you actually get closer to the port that you need some assistance. And we are specialists for the retirement port, because the thing of it is, this journey started out with probably not a lot there. What started out was this. We'll pull the graphic of what maybe you feel like your retirement accounts felt like when you just got started working, maybe you had some kids, so there's just no spare money to go around. And I don't know, 30 years go by, and all of a sudden it's turned into this. And you're like, holy buckets, what do I do with all this money? And how do I make sure that I get to shore safely? Well, it's actually maritime law that says, and there's different ports that have different rules, that if your vessel's over 150 feet in length or over a certain 100 tons or something like that, that you're
I got the Renault back, but my truck, I don't know, man. My Renault was in the shop for a couple days too.
You don't have that many things you have to navigate around. Once you get into that port, all of a sudden you've got all these different things.
I got tired of calling them to check.
Shifting tides, sandbars, bridges, narrow channels, rocks, sunken ships, and cables. It's 10 times greater danger.
What's up, Margie?
To make matters worse, there's somebody else waiting for you on shore. We got a picture of him too. This guy is waiting and saying, all right, here they come.
I'm in the truck stop in Nebraska.
And you've worked all these years for this money, only potentially have to hand a bunch of it over because you delayed taxation to a point in which taxes could potentially.
Thanks, Margie.
So why do we use this analogy, guys? Why do I think this is apt to what we're talking about? Because the guy you're looking at right here, Jeremy Gove, myself, and our entire team here at Stonebridge, that is what we do. We are those harbor captain pilots. If you're in the retirement red zone, within 5 to 7 years of retirement, or 5 to 7 years after post-retirement, you are in the retirement red zone, and you need a harbor captain pilot to make sure that you can navigate those dangerous aspects of your journey safely. For hundreds of families.
Oh, that's good. Enjoy your home time.
It all starts with a phone call to that number.
Wonderful. Tim, Jeremy, thank you so much. I'm so grateful that
Yeah, I guess, Rev.
to help them successfully navigate through
But they gotta pay to rent these trucks though.
New information, it's confusing. There's a lot to know, but you don't have
Cheap
to go
bastards.
alone. The team of
2 more weeks.
specialists
Wow.
is here for you, but you do have to reach out. So we encourage you to do so that you
Nice.
can schedule your complimentary written financial review today. 866-256-7778 is the number to call. Or if you'd rather connect,
Sounds like a good vacation in the Philippines. I wish I had some money. I would have go.
we'll be back with more changes from the One Big
I got so much other stuff I gotta focus on. I don't think I'm gonna do much traveling no more. I will later down the road, but maybe in a couple years.
My story started when I was in college. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I knew it was going to be in the financial industry. I took a lot of accounting and finance classes. I thought I'd probably work in like a bigger company and work my way through the accounting department. But then when I was doing a internship the summer before my senior year, I walked into a business. I was trying to sell magazine ads. I don't know if I call it magazine ads, but basically ad space in the back of the UNK Spooky and Planner, which was a difficult sell because, you know, nobody uses pen and paper planners anymore, at least not college students. But I made my best pitch to some financial advisors. I happened to be Scott Nothigal that I met with that day. When I went for the close and tried to see if he was ready to sign up for some ad space, he said, yeah, no, not interested in that. But it takes a lot of courage to have somebody to be willing to walk into a business, especially a business that really doesn't cater to your target audience, to put yourself out there in a way that the odds of you being successful are probably pretty low. That's the type of person you'd be looking for.
No workout for a whole month. No, you gotta do some exercise.
I want to work with finance, just like numbers and math's always been a favorite subject, and working with kind of complex equations, almost like a puzzle. And so that's really where it all began.
Welcome back to the Retirement Compass. I'm Kristen Oakley here with both Tim and Jeremy from Stonebridge Wealth Systems, and we are so glad that you're joining us today. If you're just tuning in, today's episode is a part 2 of this mini-series we've been doing all about the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, sharing with you the critical updates, especially for those who are nearing retirement or who are already in retirement, and what you need to understand about these changes. We were talking during the break, and Tim, real quick, I know there was something else you wanted to add about the phase out on the SALT cap.
Yeah, so I think SALT cap is going to be especially pertinent to folks that live in high income states, which I feel like we pay a lot of taxes in Nebraska personally, but New York and California obviously come to mind, right? Really high income tax states. The thing it is, people in New York and California, because it's high cost of living, tend to have higher incomes, and so essentially you've got to realize that there's an additional phase out that's going to come into play here, but it's really high, but it's still going to affect a lot of people, so in those states specifically. So the SALT cap phase out has again its own multiple different things to keep in mind when it comes to whether you'll be a benefit or not. So modified adjusted gross income will start at $500,000. For every dollar over that amount that you earn, it reduces 30% of the SALT cap deduction. Right? Or the
Oh, thanks, Margie. You brought your Ninja.
An initial 30,000, 30% goes away. So I've got an example. If you're 20,000 over, you're
Yeah, I'm in the truck stop. See, watching a little bit of TV.
you would lose $6,000.
So
Cap increase.
I'm sorry if I look distracted, but
40,000 would be 34,000.
that stuff was catching my attention because it's about retirement.
But the one thing that attached
They got the massage chairs here.
it'll illustrate that for you, so you can see, oh, actually, if I do that conversion, maybe I'll only convert to this amount, because then for every dollar over this amount I convert, I'm not paying it 24%.
Quiet.
No, I'm paying it 20%.
No, I'm not working today, tomorrow.
Pay quite that much effective marginal rate.
Right, okay. So again, this is why having that software and being able to run these scenarios is so helpful for people to understand what it means for them, right? Uniquely and specifically. Well, I know we need to move on here, and another major change from the One Big Beautiful Bill has to do with charitable deductions. So what is going on with that change?
Yeah, so essentially, we already talked about, there's a couple different, Jeremy will get to the more complex one. Sorry, Jeremy.
No, it's a truck stop
Simple because essentially what they're saying is, hey, even if you take standard deduction,
where the truckers take showers,
deduct an additional $1,000 starting
where we
from
get fuel, where we eat.
right? You said some of them go back to January of this year,
So
2025.
it's where all the trucks go to relax. The truck drivers.
Or if you're married, filing jointly, it's $2,000. So if I have
Yeah, they have a restaurant in here. Maybe later I'll go eat.
Stonebridge, sense. I made sure that my money went from my 401k to my IRA because I know I can't do a QCD from a 401k. It needs to be in an IRA because that's the way that it reads.
Right.
I'm utilizing that provision, but let's say Get the Lincoln Day comes up, and I give $500 to some local charities. Oh shoot, I guess I won't benefit from that. Well, great, now you will. You'll have to have what we call a CWA, contemporaneous written acknowledgement, which is just like a receipt that you made that contribution to a qualified charitable organization. And that's an additional above and beyond the standard deduction that you can take starting in 2026.
Got it. Okay, so that is very helpful to know.
What plan you age, retire?
Touch on related to charitable gifts? I know you said you have something more complicated.
I don't know. I'm gonna be 41.
So yeah, the bottom line is it's
It'd be like
overwhelming, right? And so we want to just kind of slow down a little bit and just say, you know, if you're struggling,
I don't know. I like keeping busy.
about it, just give our office a
I
call.
gotta do something. 90? No. Maybe like 55, 60. I still want to work, but I don't want to work because I want to. I want to work because I want to keep busy, not because I have to. There's a big difference. Oh, I'm 41 now. Basically. Anyway, I'm out, guys. Have a great day.
It kind of works like that.
I'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming.
But this is only for people
Bye.
already that are itemizing their taxes. They want to deduct a charitable donation